what's up, people? Welcome to Riding on Ruby. Now, let me just straighten that out. There you go. Alright, so today's Super Bowl Sunday. Ooh! But yesterday was Saturday. It was 62 degrees here in Connecticut. Oh, let me tell you, I so wish that I could have just rolled Ruby out, went for a ride, but then to try to get her back in, by myself, it's impossible because somebody's got to lift, pull, and the handlebars just barely make it with maybe like a quarter of an inch on each side through the door frame. So you need two people. One's got to pull and lift, the other one's got to kind of guide it through there very carefully. Well, so this is like a winter update. So anyways, on Tuesday, we're supposed to get 6 to 12 inches of snow. And then after that, it's going to be back to like the 20s or the teens at night, 30 during the day. So I'm going to keep Ruby plugged in and in the house where it's warm, and hopefully looking for like maybe mid-April to get her out. So now, I don't know if you saw the last, well, I don't know if it was the last video, but the video I made where it was titled like I broke Ruby. Well, that's because when we were getting Ruby coming in from the doorway through the little hallway into here, the den where she is now, there's a little blue cabinet, and just that really slow walking back with her ended up catching the left side foot peg on the cabinet leg or something, and it snapped it right off. Man, I couldn't believe it. Now, these were the Crater skull chromed foot pegs. So I'll pop a picture in to show you what it looks like. And I didn't realize that they were cast metal, and I got a picture of where it broke off as well. But in a way, I think that was a good thing because I have the mid controls. If I'm going over some like rough, potholes or train tracks or something like that, I could stand up on the mid pegs, like on a dirt bike or something. I could stand up. But if I was standing up and that peg broke, I could only imagine what would have happened with that sudden shock, where you're all of a sudden your left foot's on the ground, and maybe drop her, or who knows what would have happened. So I'm glad it did happen this way. If it was just break that easily with just barely moving and tapped against something, that's just crazy. So I put back the original stock ones. You might not be able to see it over here, and I'm sure this room's a little bit too dark as normal, but I got the ring light on trying to help a little bit. But I went back to the stock rubber black ones. But I still would like to have that pop of chrome, then it would match the Willie G, official Willie G shifter peg on there. So I looked up on Harley.com, and let me tell you, there's not very many options for these streets models, whatever it's a 500, 750, or the 750 street rod, the A or whatever, There's not many out there for this. So, of course, you go to Harley.com, parts, you put in the, 2019, the Street 500, and then you start looking for foot pegs. Well, they had one set of mini footboards, but they were like 140 something, and they were just plain black. And I want that little bit of pop, against, it's like an iron, everything's blacked out. So at least I want a little chrome on there. So then I found these O-rings. They call them the O-ring ones. They're like mostly chrome, but they have like the O-rings around it, and I put a picture in there of them. But unfortunately, they're on back order for like 7 weeks. So I'm not going to bother putting in an order in case something else comes up or I change my mind. But I'll just, hoping maybe by April, mid-April, they might be back in stock or something, and I could get them and pop them on. But I just couldn't believe it. Those Crater ones were an exact match almost to the Willie G, copycat. But apparently they're not as strong as you think they'd be. So I don't know if I probably wouldn't recommend them to anybody, you know, because you can't really put too much weight on them, I'm sure. So basically, that's about it, you know. Not much I could do. We got the snowstorm coming up. You know, I tell you, I would really, really love to be able to go down to the Forgotten Angel camp out, you know, and hook up with all those awesome people down there. But, you know, unfortunately, it's in March. I got a week off in April, so that's not going to help. And I mean, I probably could take a day off or two if I really, you know, asked. But, you know, in this line of work I'm in, you know, finding drivers, it's a terrible shortage. And not only that, but more importantly, it's the money. I used all the money that I had put aside for all the work on the house and everything so I could get the insurance. And, you know, and Social Security keeps stealing my checks every month, you know, saying that I earn too much money, which I don't see how that's possible. If they keep, you know, keep taking my money, how are they going to overpay me? But, you know, go figure that out. So basically, I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now. And that's not enough to come up with the money to, you know, to get the 1,200 miles down to Forgotten Angels and, you know, all that stuff that you're going to need, gas and, you know, whatever, buying stuff like tents and this and that. I just can't do it. And I probably can't do it in October either, because that's when some of the big hitter bills hit. So, you know, I'll be watching it, and you know, I'm not gonna give it away, but there's some of my favorite people will be there. So, anyways, I just wanted to make a quick little update, let you know what's going on. I've been, you know, wiping Ruby down. Like I said once before, I'm using the M1 Moto Fast Detailer. I was part of the kickstand program founder to get that going. You can get it at bikesandbeards.com or on Amazon. And I think it's like $49, but I mean, it goes on everything: rubber, plastic, glass, anything, you know, even a muffler. But don't put it on hand pegs, foot pegs, or the seat, because it's also a cleaner and a wax. But it's beautiful. I've been using it on Ruby. Gives me a nice, beautiful shine. Water runs right off of it. You don't get any water spots. So I don't get any money from it at all, but you know, I like to just help out people anyways, you know. So go check it out. If not, well, hey, at least you know about it. Recommend it to somebody. You know, it doesn't matter. But that's just what I use personally on glass, plastic, everything. And it even comes with a special towel that they took 3 years to find a certain towel that's going to go with it and work the best. So there's that. And don't forget, as usual, go check out Red Ryder in Canada. If you didn't see her live video, there's a little surprise in there. I'm not going to give it away, but you know, go check out her the replay of her live video from last night. You know, it's really awesome, and she's awesome. She has great videos, her and her dad. Go check out Red Ryder in Canada. And also go check out Hippie Trev in Australia. And let me tell you, right now, he's been on a bike ride across Australia. I believe the last video that he put out, that he went a total of 2,200 some odd miles. And he's still going to be going even further. And then he's got to turn around and come back. So this is going to be like a $5,000-6,000 bike ride he's on. I mean, dollar mile bike ride that he's on. So I mean, definitely go check him out. You know, he stops off. You know, he's no planning, no nothing. He's just riding up. I'm going to stop here. Finds a motel, spends the night, gets a video up or does a live chat. You know, it's awesome. So go check out Hippie Trev in Australia. And I guess that's it for now, people. I'll try to come up with some other videos that I could do to keep you interested, and you know, try to get some more of my paintings out there too for people that watch for the paintings. And just think about all us people here in Connecticut when we're going to be shoveling snow in a couple days. For all you lucky people in the warm weather. All right, people. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Hit that like. please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And as usual, peace out, people.